Imagine waking up every day feeling like you're trapped in a cage, not made of bars but made of chaos, stress, and endless things you cannot control. What if I told you most people live their entire lives as prisoners of forces they have zero power over? Slaves to anxiety, manipulation, and disappointment. But what if there was a way out? A mental weapon so powerful it can break every chain holding you hostage. Welcome to Stoic Aura. Today, I'm revealing a secret ancient philosophers have used for thousands of years, a secret that modern psychology calls the dichotomy of control. It's simple yet life-changing. Focus only on what you can control and ignore everything else. This is not just philosophy, this is mental warfare. Ready to claim your freedom? Let's dive in. Before we go any deeper, you need to understand one of the most powerful principles in Stoicism, the dichotomy of control. It's the foundation that separates the free minds from the enslaved. Picture your life as a battlefield. On one side, there are things you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your reactions, your attitude. On the other side, there are things completely outside your control, other people's opinions, the weather, the economy, random events, and even your past. The tragedy is that most people spend 90% of their time obsessing over the things they cannot control. They worry about how others perceive them, fear uncertain futures, or rage against injustices they cannot fix. This constant battle with uncontrollable forces drains their energy and steals their peace. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoics, said it plainly: "Some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us." The moment you truly grasp this, your mind starts to untangle from the chaos. Why? Because when you focus on what you can control, your own will, you gain clarity and power. You stop being reactive and start being intentional. Think about it. If you accept that you cannot control everything, you stop wasting time trying to fix the unfixable. Instead, you sharpen your efforts where it matters most, your own choices. This isn't about ignoring reality or becoming indifferent. It's about directing your energy like a laser beam, not scattering it like confetti in the wind. And here's where the dark side of human psychology steps in. The need to control the uncontrollable is a vulnerability. It's exactly what manipulative forces prey on. But by mastering this dichotomy, you start to build a fortress around your mind. Now, before we continue, if you're ready to reclaim your mental power, drop a comment below with this phrase: "My power is my focus." Say it loud in the comments and join others breaking free from mental chains. Don't forget to hit that like button if this is making sense so far, because more people need to hear this truth. Now, let's pull back the curtain on something most people don't realize. There is a darker side to human nature that thrives on your desperate need to control what you cannot. Dark psychology studies the ways people manipulate, deceive, and exploit the minds of others. And the truth is, your urge to control the uncontrollable is their playground. Think about it. When you obsess over how others perceive you or worry endlessly about events you have no power over, you become an easy target. Whether they're toxic people, media, or social systems, exploit these weaknesses to bend you to their will. They know that fear, anxiety, and uncertainty make you vulnerable. And the more you try to control outcomes outside your reach, the more trapped you become. This is why social media is so addictive. It feeds your need to control your image, seek approval, and micromanage how others see you. But it's a rigged game designed to keep you hooked, anxious, and dependent. When you don't understand the dichotomy of control, you fall into endless emotional traps: jealousy, envy, rage, and despair. These feelings cloud your judgment and sap your mental strength. Here's the key: by constantly fighting to control what's outside your power, you hand over your mental freedom to outside forces. You become a puppet to manipulation without even knowing it. But this doesn't have to be your story. Stoicism gives you the armor to see through these traps. When you fully embrace what you can control, your thoughts, your choices, you take the puppet strings out of others' hands. You gain a level of mental independence so strong that outside forces lose their grip. You become untouchable. Now, if you feel that power calling, comment below right now with "My power is my focus." Let that phrase remind you daily that you control your mind and your reactions. And if this resonates with you, hit that like button, because breaking free starts with awareness. Imagine for a moment you're walking into a battlefield. But this is no ordinary battlefield. It's the battlefield of your mind and your life. Around you, chaos swirls. Toxic people trying to pull your strings, unexpected setbacks slamming into your plans. Society pushing you into molds you never asked for. Now, imagine you are wearing armor so strong, so resilient, that no weapon, no trick, no manipulation can pierce it. This is the power Stoicism offers you, not just as a philosophy, but as mental armor. A fortress built from unshakable control over what truly matters, your mind. You see, most people wander through life defenseless, handing over their mental keys to outside forces. They let anger, fear, and anxiety rule them because they obsess over things outside their power, the words of others, the chaos of the world, uncontrollable events. But when you adopt the Stoic mindset, a radical shift happens. Instead of being a puppet dragged by external forces, you become the master of your own mind. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who led both armies and himself with Stoic wisdom, said it best: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This mental armor is not about shutting down emotions or becoming cold-hearted. It's about cultivating an unbreakable inner core where you choose your reactions, your thoughts, your judgments, no matter what storms rage outside. Imagine a manipulative person tries to provoke you. The typical reaction is to respond with anger, frustration, or confusion, handing them control over your mental state. But a Stoic, armored mind sees the provocation for what it is, noise outside their control, irrelevant to their inner peace. Instead of reacting, the Stoic pauses, assesses, and decides calmly to stay focused on their own values and actions. This pause is a powerful shield. Think about toxic social media, for example. It thrives on hijacking your attention, stirring your emotions, and making you chase validation from strangers. But the Stoic refuses to engage in this battlefield. They recognize that their self-worth and peace are not tied to likes, comments, or viral approval. Each time you practice this mental armor, you build a psychological immunity, like a vaccine for manipulation and emotional chaos. The more you reinforce the boundary between what you control and what you don't, the less you get infected by anxiety, fear, or manipulation. This armor also frees your energy. Instead of wasting precious mental power on futile battles, you redirect it to what actually matters: your growth, your decisions, your calm. Here's the secret. This mental armor is forged daily. It's not a one-time switch, but a practice you build step by step. When you catch yourself spiraling into worry about things outside your control, pause. Remind yourself, this is not my battle. Bring your focus back to what you can control. When you feel manipulated or emotionally pulled, take a breath. Visualize your armor. Know that your reactions are yours alone. This is how mental freedom is born. If this truth speaks to you, type below, "My power is my focus." Let that phrase be your daily mantra, your reminder to suit up with Stoic armor. And if you're feeling that shift inside you already, hit that like button right now. Because every like is a signal that you're choosing strength over chaos, control over surrender. Now that you understand the power of focusing only on what you control and how it acts as your mental armor, the next question is, how do you live this every single day? How do you make this mindset not just theory, but a force that reshapes your reality? Here are practical, actionable steps grounded in Stoicism that you can start right now to reclaim your mental freedom and focus. 1. Identify your circle of control. First, clearly distinguish between what's inside your control and what's outside. Write it down if you have to. Your thoughts, your effort, your choices. Inside. Other people's opinions, the past, the weather. Outside. This mental exercise trains your brain to redirect energy effectively. 2. Practice mindful awareness. Throughout your day, pause whenever you feel stress, anger, or frustration bubbling up. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, remind yourself to let it go. This awareness interrupts automatic emotional reactions. 3. Reframe setbacks as challenges within your control. When things go wrong, focus on your response. You can't control the event, but you can control how you react. Choose resilience over despair. This is the core Stoic practice of turning obstacles into opportunities. 4. Limit exposure to toxic influences. Social media, negative people, and toxic news cycles can hijack your focus. Set boundaries. Turn off notifications, limit screen time, and curate your environment to support your mental armor. 5. Develop daily reflection habits. End each day by reviewing where you held your focus and where you lost it. Journaling helps you see patterns and improve. Epictetus advised constant self-examination to stay aligned with control. 6. Use affirmations to reinforce control. Repeat empowering phrases like, "My power is my focus," throughout the day. These affirmations rewire your subconscious to prioritize what matters. 7. Focus on small wins. Select the little things. Your morning routine, your words, your habits. Mastering these builds momentum and confidence in your ability to steer your life. 8. Embrace discomfort, as trained Stoics taught that discomfort strengthens the mind. When faced with challenges, remind yourself it's training your mental armor. Remember, this is a daily practice. It won't happen overnight, but every moment you choose focus over distraction, control over chaos, you forge a stronger, freer mind. If you're ready to commit, drop a comment now with, "My power is my focus." Let's build this community of warriors mastering themselves. And don't forget to like this video if these steps light a spark inside you, because the path to freedom begins with awareness. Now that you're learning to focus only on what you control, let's talk about the hidden key to true power: emotional mastery. Most people think power comes from external things, money, status, influence, but the real, unshakable power comes from mastering your inner world, especially your emotions. Why? Because emotions are the drivers behind every decision you make. When your emotions control you, you become reactive, impulsive, stressed, and vulnerable to manipulation. Imagine being tossed in a stormy sea, waves crashing all around. If your emotions are wild and untamed, you'll drown in chaos. But if you master your emotions, you become the captain, steering the ship calmly through any storm. Stoicism teaches that emotions themselves aren't the enemy, it's how you respond to them that matters. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your emotional reactions are within your control." When you focus on controlling your emotions, you protect your mind from dark psychology's traps. Manipulators thrive on triggering fear, anger, and jealousy to bend you to their will. By mastering your emotions, you refuse to give away your power. You choose your response instead of being controlled by it. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions or becoming cold. It means observing them, understanding their origin, and deciding whether to act or let them pass. Emotional mastery rewires your brain to seek calm over chaos, clarity over confusion. The more you practice this, the more your external world shifts too, because people respond to your calm strength. You influence without force. You lead by example. So, if you're ready to take this power, comment below with the phrase, "My power is my focus." Let it remind you daily that true strength is emotional control. And if this resonates, like this video to help others awaken their inner power. Even with the best intentions, it's easy to fall into traps that pull you away from focusing on what you can control. The first trap is social media, a digital jungle designed to hijack your attention and stir your emotions. Every notification, every scroll feeds your need for external validation, making you forget your own power. Then there are toxic people, those who drain your energy by demanding your attention, manipulating your emotions, or creating drama. When you try to control their behavior, you lose control of your peace. Another common trap is societal pressure, the unspoken rules and expectations that push you to compare yourself with others or chase impossible standards. This traps you in a cycle of anxiety and self-doubt. Even your own mind can be a trap. Overthinking, ruminating on the past, or worrying about the future pull your focus away from the present moment, the only place where you have control. Awareness is the key to escaping these traps. When you catch yourself obsessing over things outside your control, pause and ask, is this mine to manage? Set clear boundaries. Limit your social media time, distance yourself from toxic influences, and challenge societal norms that don't serve you. Practice grounding yourself in the present, your breath, your actions, your thoughts, where your true power lies. Remember, the moment you start focusing on your circle of control, these traps lose their hold. If this hits home, comment, "My power is my focus" below to commit to breaking free from these chains. And smash that like button if you're ready to protect your peace and sharpen your focus. Now, let's take a moment. You've learned about the ancient power of focusing only on what you control. You've seen how dark psychology tries to trap you, how Stoicism arms your mind, and how emotional mastery turns you into a force no one can shake. But none of this matters unless you own it, unless you make it real in your life. So right now, I want you to do something powerful, something that connects you to this moment of awakening. In the comments below, type this phrase exactly. "My power is my focus." Why this phrase? Because words carry energy. When you declare this, you're telling your mind and the universe that you are taking back control, that you are no longer a victim of external chaos. This phrase is your shield and your sword. Your daily reminder to cut through distractions and aim your energy where it counts. And don't just say it once. Come back to this phrase anytime you feel overwhelmed or lost. Repeat it, own it, let it become your mantra for mental freedom. If this video has sparked something inside you, hit the like button right now. Every like helps this message reach others who need to break free from mental slavery. Share this video with friends or family who struggle with stress, anxiety, or feeling powerless. Help them discover their own power. And if you want more guidance on mastering your mind and embracing the Stoic path to freedom, subscribe to Stoic Aura, hit the bell icon to turn on notifications so you never miss the wisdom that can change your life. Remember, your mind is your kingdom, and focusing on what you control is the key to ruling it with calm, strength, and clarity. So again, comment, "My power is my focus." Like this video, share it, subscribe. Your journey to mental freedom starts now. When you commit to focusing only on what you control, something incredible happens. But it takes time, patience, and daily practice. Stoicism isn't a quick fix. It's a journey of transformation that reshapes your mind, your emotions, and your entire life. At first, you'll notice small changes, less anxiety, more clarity, and a growing sense of peace, even in chaos. But as you deepen this practice, your mindset shifts fundamentally. You start to see setbacks not as disasters, but as opportunities to grow stronger. Challenges become your training ground, not your prison. You'll find yourself less reactive, more intentional. Your relationships improve because you no longer demand control over others, but focus on your own responses. Your work and creativity flourish because your energy is no longer wasted on futile worries. The freedom you gain from letting go of what you can't control is like breaking invisible chains. You become mentally unbreakable, a calm force that others notice and respect. This transformation ripples outward. When your mind is steady, your actions are powerful. Remember, this takes time. Progress is not linear, but every day you choose focus over chaos, control over surrender, you move closer to true freedom. If you're ready to walk this path, comment below. My power is my focus. Let it remind you that transformation starts with a single choice. If this video helped you glimpse that future, please like it and share it with those who need it. You're not alone on this journey. Stoic Aura is here to guide you every step. You've taken in powerful truths today, the ancient wisdom that focusing only on what you control is your greatest weapon against chaos and manipulation. But here's the real truth. Knowledge alone won't change your life. Action will. The moment you decide to own your focus, to guard your mind like a warrior guards their fortress, is the moment your life begins to change. You are not a victim of your circumstances, your emotions, or the chaos around you. You are the master of your mind. Every challenge you face is a chance to practice your power. Every distraction is an opportunity to reclaim your focus. So rise, stand tall, declare loudly, "My power is my focus." Make this your daily. Let it remind you that no matter what happens, your true power lies within. If you're ready to walk this path of mental freedom and strength, show your commitment right now. Like this video, subscribe to Stoic Aura, and turn on notifications. Join a community that refuses to be controlled, that chooses peace over panic, strength over surrender. Remember, freedom isn't given, it's earned every day with every choice you make. Thank you for being here. Keep your focus sharp, your mind strong, and your spirit unbreakable. Until next time, this is Stoic Aura, empowering your mind, one thought at a time.